Hello everyone, Tricia Paxton here. Today I want to talk to you about fats, the good and the bad. Not all fats are created equal. There are 4 types of fats. You have your saturated fats, your trans fats, your polyunsaturated fats, and your monounsaturated fats. Fats play a really big, important part in every single cell of our body. Fats have the most energy of all of the nutrients that we eat. They have a fat gram has 9 calories per gram, so they are more energy dense. They have higher calories. In the 80s and 90s, doctors said that fat was bad for us, and so most of us, like myself, did our best to eliminate fat. And when you eliminate fat, you tend to eat more processed foods, because fat is really essential for the functioning of our body, for our brains, for our organs, for our skin, for our hair. And therefore, that's part of why our waistline started to grow, because we eliminated fat. And when food processors or food manufacturers eliminate those fats from a food or a food product, they replace that with not so good stuff. They replace it with sugars, they replace it with sodium, they replace it with other chemicals. Your saturated fats are from animal sources. They are from your red meats, your poultry, your full-fat dairies. Saturated fats have been shown to increase cholesterol, and therefore by increasing the cholesterol, they increase your risk for heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Saturated fats, you will find them mostly in your baked goods and fried foods. So if you go through the drive-through, you're more than likely consuming vast amounts of saturated fats. Saturated fats are, they're animal fat, so they come in the form of lard, cream, butter, your cheeses, and other dairy products. Saturated fat, there are a few plant-based oils that are saturated fat. That is your palm oil, your palm kernel oil, and your coconut oil. Those all contain saturated fat. But those particular fats do not contain cholesterol. And coconut oil is the exception to that rule. Coconut oil, although it is high in saturated fats, it has many health benefits. It has 86% of healthy saturated fats. It has antibacterial, antioxidant, and antiviral properties. And I have 2 examples here. I have coconut oil. I have this coconut oil that is always a liquid. It's made for cooking, because this coconut oil, which is the good oil, doesn't have any flavor to it. And this oil, coconut oil, which comes in a solid, does have a flavor to it. My husband does not like when I cook with this oil, but he doesn't know the difference when I cook with this oil. Your trans fats, they occur naturally in small amounts in some foods, but most of your trans fats they're your hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated oils. They are your man-made, highly processed oils. These fats are shown to increase your unhealthy cholesterol, which is your LDL, and lower your good cholesterol, which is your HDL. And in turn, they too increase your risk for heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Trans fats are solid at room temperature. They are found mostly in your processed foods. Then you have your monounsaturated fatty acids, which are really the good fats. They are found in a variety of foods and oils. These fats have been shown to improve your cholesterol levels and decrease your risks for heart disease and type 2 diabetes. The other good fat is your polyunsaturated fat. It is mostly found in plant-based foods and oils also, and it has been shown to improve your cholesterol levels and decrease the risk of heart disease and your type 2 diabetes. The other fat that's really good for you is your omega-3 fatty acids. That is a polyunsaturated fat, and that is really beneficial for your heart, and it is found in your fish. It's found in salmon, tuna, sardines, mackerel, herring. It's also found in ground flaxseed, canola oil, flaxseed oil, and nuts and other seeds. The monounsaturated and your polyunsaturated fatty acids are liquid at room temperature. These fats are especially, like I said, beneficial for your heart. These oils are your safflower oils, your sesame oils, your sunflower, corn, soybean, nut oils, canola oil, olive oil, and avocado oil. The dietary guidelines for Americans for the daily fat intake is, well, of course they want you to avoid trans fats. Trans fats are the bad fats. Limit your saturated fats. On a 2,000 calorie diet, they want you to limit your saturated fat to 10%. So on a 2,000 calorie diet, that would be 200 calories of your daily intake could possibly be, the saturated fats, if you're taking saturated fats. Replace your saturated fats and your trans fats with your monounsaturated and your polyunsaturated fatty acids. You don't want to totally eliminate fat from your diet. You just want to be aware and read your labels. Read your labels, because all of your nutrition labels tell you how much fat is in each product. It breaks it down between your total fat, your saturated fat, your trans fat, your polyunsaturated, and your monounsaturated. So read your labels and try to up the polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, and decrease your trans fats. So anyway, you don't want to eliminate fat from your diet, because when you do that, we tend to eat more of the processed foods. When you eat a higher fat diet, you tend to be less hungry. So I started doing a higher fat diet last fall, and I feel so much better than I have. Of course, I use olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. And I don't eat a lot of nuts, because you still want to keep those calories down. But if I'm cooking, those are the fats that I use. So anyway, instead of eliminating fat, enjoy the healthy fats in moderation. Thank you so much for joining me.